Guys, welcome back. Today is a very important day because today I'm going to be reviewing the grass. That's right. What, you thought I was going to review that? No, that's fine. It's not bad. It's just grass is more important. Like look at this detail, man. Look at all the grass. The snow is disgusting though. Get rid of snow. I prefer grass. Only grass. Look at it. The developers did a great job on the grass. You know, you can still see the grass. Okay. This is horrible. Okay, let's get to the actual thing. Okay, yes, this. I finally got it. It's in the wall. Its wings are outstretched. I feel vulnerable. Okay. Let me just... It's in... I'm reviewing the wall with wings. This is a very cringy video already. You know what? Whatever. Let's get to the actual point. If I could bring this thing over here, after finally working too long, about 19 eggs, I finally got it, the Solarizon, because, yeah, poor transitioning. If it could stop and allow me to, you know, review it, it would be really nice. But yes, this is the Solarizon. Now, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Also, another thing really interesting about this dragon is that when I got it, like, hatched, like, the second it hatched, at first I thought it was, like, partial neon or something like that, because when the light hits it, it looks neon. But, actually, this thing is even better than just a mixed little dragon. Like, this thing isn't just random. In fact, the second it hatched, I realized that it's a pure glass, which is really neat. I don't think any dragon has ever, like, been born naturally pure like this for natural. Just an entire dragon, just naturally born pure. Material born pure. Which is interesting. And it isn't just for this Solarizon either. It's like for every Solarizon I've ever come across. Heck, some of them even come in the colors of gold. I've seen some in black and yellow. Mine is in black and purple. I believe there was another one that was white and red. And honestly, I think those are like the 4 colors that it comes in as default. But personally, if I ever look at this thing, it does remind me of the Aztec culture. If you don't know what the Aztecs were a tribe in, I believe, Mexico. They're like one of the biggest tribes out there. Really interesting. But the thing that reminds me the most of the Aztec as well, other than the fact that it looks like it looks like a combination between Aztecs and Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was like that game that was released in like 2017, 2018. And that was really good, actually. Like, probably like one of the best Zelda games they ever released. Don't get me wrong, there's pretty good ones like, I'm too uneducated in Zelda to know. My mother would probably know it better, though. Now, if I don't get hatch request or co-hatching requests, I can finally truly now review it. So this thing, it's big, it has teeth. It reminds me of the mask from the Aztecs. It also reminds me of the mechanical beast from Breath of the Wild. And so far, if you look at its stats, it's pretty good. Like, really decent. Its health, if I check right, it should have about right here. TE4, my crummy name. It is basically... Oh god, okay. Let me think this through. Let me actually try to come up with a better word. My review. Congratulations. I can't review. It could go up to like 8,000 health, which, in case you want a reference, the Mother Dragon has 8,000 health. This thing can also go up to 8,000 health. So this thing could be pretty decent. Now, when it comes to, like, you know, fighting other mobs, well, I actually haven't tested that. One sec, I need to test this real quick. And I'm back again in the grasslands. You know, the first thing I ever tried to review grass. That cringe moment. Yep, I'm back. And let's see how the fighting works. Now, where the heck's the fighting area? Where is the fighting? I want to kill things. I want to cause mass murder of animals. Innocent animals protecting their territory for the better will of themselves. Too bad. Oh, you want to protect your territory? Too bad. Oh, wow. Its fighting's not super bad. I mean, considering my stats. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, I'm going to kill this thing because... No. Oh, yeah, considering its stats, I mean... I have an okay in stats and an okay in health. Speed is not so great. I might have to change that eventually if I ever get money to. And... if you ever want to know, this thing may or may not be rarer than the bunny dragon. Which is really neat. Also, other than the fact that it looks absolutely amazing... if I had to guess the worth of this dragon, at least 5 mil. Or 5 mil or cheaper. I'm going to be nice and just say 5 mil or cheaper. Heck, this thing could probably go up to like 20 mil considering Arangas and how much money they're charged. And since I believe this one's rarer, I don't know if that's true or not, so don't get mad at me. But yes, I think this one's rarer than the Aranga. I also believe it's on par with the Hex, just a tad bit rarer than the Hex. You know, the dragon I don't have. And, well, so far, its speed and flying isn't super bad. Its size, the Hex is gigantic compared to it. So this thing's smaller than the Hex. So it isn't super big, which is actually kind of good. I don't really like big dragons because you have to zoom out really, really far. But yet again, this thing's also pretty big. Like, it's about on par. Let me compare it to a mother. Mother's a pretty good comparison when you're looking for big. So, here's this thing. As it kills my dragon, I can pull out the mother, which is also, I believe, really big. Now, if you compare it to the size, this is not too horrible. Well, hopefully it's not too horrible. Wait, let me get closer. If I can move this dragon out of the house, I would probably do pretty fine. Yeah, so compared to a mother dragon, here you go. If you look at its size, it's a bit smaller than the mother. Not as big. So, it's actually a pretty decently sized dragon. It's a bit bigger than the Aranga, which is pretty good. But, as for size, it's really not that big compared to other dragons. I mean, it's pretty big, but not, like, stupendously big, if you know what I mean. It's not horrible. But, yeah. This is it compared to the mother. My poorly renditioned self and my crappy reviews. Why did I re-equip it? Stop. Go. Back in the Pokeball. Forever. I will never set you free. I'm an abusive owner. Oh my god, that's horrible. I'm an abusive owner. Says it so casually. Oh no. But yes. So far, this thing isn't super bad. It has horns, I guess. It's a pure in materials, naturally. Every single one of them's always going to be a pure, which is really neat. Its teeth has its own color, so no matter... So, even if this dragon was a pure, the teeth will always stay the same, which is really neat, because now I can constantly be aggressive. It also has gray teeth, which is probably not healthy for a person. If you have gray teeth, there's a big problem, but I guess I could let it off because this thing literally looks like a machine. Like, its body parts aren't even connected. The wings have so many holes in them, it shouldn't fly. So 9 times out of 10, it's using magic. I guess you could say it's sort of wingless, because the wings aren't technically attached. They're just parts to this thing. So in a way, it technically has no wings. Huh. If you think about it. Because the wings aren't actually attached to it, so it's pretty neat. Also, you can see the wings having trouble to lift it up because they go up in the air and they don't actually do much. The weight of it's just making the wings float up just a tad bit higher. But yeah, other than this, it's actually really nice. This dragon isn't bad at all. Not only that, but it might be like one of the rarest dragons in the game. Like, it's really good. stats and everything. Its speed isn't super horrible. Compared to a Vented, it will probably lose. But other than that, it's really decent. Its attack's pretty good. It's fire. Nice sun color, which actually definitely matches this because the event is sun related. Not only that, but considering that the egg itself had like such a low chance, which by the way, at the time of this recording, the egg no longer has any more of these. You can only get hexes, and that's only if they do the ritual thing with the oranges, because why not? Well, if these dragons ever existed, I'm pretty sure Florida would have a crap ton of the hexes due to the fact that they're only ever summonable via sun oranges. And what is Florida? The sunshine state. And what does Florida grow? Oranges. A lot of them. I mean, it's not always oranges. Sometimes it's solar panels. Because that's a thing. But yet again, I'm pretty sure there's other things to this video you want to know. Like, the person who apparently claimed to have a blueberry theme dragon thing. I don't really know too much about the dragon thing, because for the longest time, I've actually disliked this game due to all the restrictions they had. Like, it was fun and all, but then all of a sudden the restrictions came, and I guess it wasn't great. I mean, they're adding even more restrictions now. Also, this dragon is nowhere near auctionable. They also added the title thing and the fact that you have to get more stuff in order to breed. I guess that could be pretty honest stuff. Oh, well, honest here, because it's not super horrible. It's not super great either. I mean, it makes things harder to get up the price with these dragons, because now you have to get yourself your own event dragon, and 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure you won't want to trade your event dragon for another event dragon, especially if it's technically seen on par, or one of the big ones from the event too, like this one. So I guess there's now more to lose instead of money. So auctioning's out of the question for, I believe, any event dragon now, except for Skyrix's or other things, like the lesser knowns. I guess a couple event dragons could be auctioned, but this one cannot. This one has like no ability to auction. And honestly, it's not horrible. But anyways, back to the thing where this person right here in this image that I took a little while ago apparently made a blueberry theme thing, and they claim to have been the first. Now, I'm going to include their name in there because they said so. Oh, that's a golden Naranga I found, but other than that, yeah. This. So if you ever see her, I want you to call her this. Let's see how long that will be before she gets annoyed. Yeah, that's right. You're going to regret everything. What, you wanted to be included? I mean, it seems neat. There. You get to see the sad face and the XDs. There. Now that you have a very good close-up at what this person is, you can now call this person what she wants. I guess. Honestly, though, I'm not too well known with the blueberry or strawberry theme, so I guess this is interesting. So, yeah. Other than that, I really don't have much to cover in this video. I mean, there's my dragon before, I guess, after I got it. This was like at like 12 o'clock. So if this person really did make history making this blueberry theme, I guess it would be interesting. I don't really know too much because I don't play the game as much. But yeah, other than that, it's really not too horrible. And I guess my review's done. So anyways, if I ever missed anything in this review or did anything poorly, tell me. 9 times out of 10, it's this entire video, maybe even the beginning that I did horribly at. But yes, this is the brand new Solarizon, I believe. It's hard to pronounce the name. But yeah, this thing right here, really neat. And it's now gone. There's no more, which is sad if you ever want to get this. I'm sorry, you can't now, unless you have like a good friend who is rich as crap and can get you anything in the game. I have my brother for that, but he isn't like this rich. So I guess it isn't like super grand. But anyways, I guess this is done. This is the video now. Just this. Big flex to all of everybody down here. All of you are below me. I am the biggest flexer on the planet. Flex. 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 Flex.